Hello and welcome. Remember your first love? The one person who made your world spin a little faster. The thought of them could make you blush, and a simple hello felt like the biggest deal in the world. First love is a universal experience, a whirlwind of feelings so intense it's like everything is in high definition for the first time. It's that magical, slightly clumsy, and utterly unforgettable chapter of our lives. Today, we're taking a nostalgic journey back to those moments, exploring the magic of first love, the lessons we learned, and how it continues to shape the people we are today. Let's start with those first crush confessions. I was 16, and a senior named Alex had the kindest eyes I'd ever seen. I remember writing their name in my notebook, practicing how I'd say hi in the hallway. My heart would pound so hard I was sure everyone could hear it. I spent hours dissecting every little interaction. Did that smile mean something? Why did they wave? It was a full-time detective job, and I was the lead investigator. My friends and I would huddle together, sharing stories, analyzing texts, and offering terrible but well-intentioned advice. It was a time of pure, unadulterated hope and crushing anxiety, all wrapped into one. What I learned at 16 was that love, or what I thought was love, felt like a combination of a blockbuster movie and a terrifying final exam. It was dramatic, all-consuming, and I wouldn't have traded it for anything. What about you? Who was your first crush? Revisiting these memories is more than just a fun trip down memory lane. It's a journey through time and emotion, a chance to understand ourselves better. First love is our training ground for relationships. It's where we first learn about connection, vulnerability, and yes, heartbreak. These early experiences, as sweet or as painful as they were, laid the groundwork for how we approach love later in life. One of the most important lessons first love can teach us is how to recognize red flags. Maybe your first partner was a bit too controlling, or maybe they were emotionally unavailable. At the time, we might not have had the words for it, but the discomfort was real. Looking back, we can connect those feelings to specific behaviors. That experience of something's not right helps us develop an internal radar. We learn to trust our gut. Recognizing these early warning signs in a relatively low-stakes teenage romance helps us avoid much more damaging and unhealthy relationships as adults. It is like learning to spot a pothole on a quiet street before you start driving on a busy highway. First love is also instrumental in building ourselves. When someone truly sees you for the first time and likes what they see, it's incredibly validating. It can make you feel like you're on top of the world. That feeling, that confirmation that you are worthy of affection, is powerful. It can boost your confidence in all areas of your life. On the flip side, if a first love experience was negative, it can unfortunately damage but even then the journey of healing and rebuilding our self-esteem teaches us resilience. We learn that our value doesn't depend on someone else's approval. A healthy sense of self-esteem, often forged in the fires of young love, directly influences our future partner choices. When you know your worth, you're less likely to settle for someone who doesn't treat you with the respect and kindness you deserve. And no, the nostalgia, just thinking about your first love can bring back a flood of powerful memories. The song that was playing on the radio during your first date, the smell of the popcorn at the movie theater, the specific way they laughed. These sensory details are locked away in our minds, and when unlocked, they can bring a rush of joy that's surprisingly potent. This isn't about wanting to go back. It's about appreciating the sweetness of the memory itself. These moments are like little time capsules of happiness, reminders of a more innocent time when emotions were pure and they're a part of our personal history, a highlight reel of our youth that we can revisit whenever we need a smile. The emotional intensity of first love is unlike anything else. Everything is new. It's the first time our heart has ever been broken. The first time we felt that deep-seated longing for another person. Our brains are literally wired to feel things more intensely during our teenage years. This heightened emotional state means that the highs are higher and the lows are lower. This intensity is what makes first love so memorable, but it also shapes our emotional landscape for the future. We learn how to manage big feelings, how to navigate the complex dance of intimacy and independence. We experience the dizzying joy of connection and the gut-wrenching pain of loss, and through it all, we develop emotional resilience. Ultimately, first love sets the benchmark for our future emotional connections. It's our first reference point for what a relationship feels like. We learn what we like, and just as importantly, what we don't like. Did you feel heard and understood? Was there mutual respect? Was it fun? The answers to these questions create a template in our minds. In subsequent relationships, we unconsciously compare our experiences to that first template. We might seek to recreate the positive aspects or consciously avoid the negative ones. For better or worse, that first connection becomes the standard against which we measure future chemistry and emotional depth. It teaches us what to look for in a partner and what a healthy, fulfilling connection should feel like. First, love is a rite of passage. It's a beautiful, messy, and essential part of growing up. It's a story of feelings, memories, and incredible growth. It teaches us about ourselves, about others, and about the very nature of love itself. So, take a moment to look back at your own first love story, not with regret or longing, but with gratitude for the person it helped you become. Those lessons are priceless, and the memories are a treasure. Thank you so much for joining me on this nostalgic journey. If this brought back some memories for you, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more content about life, love, and everything in between. See you next time.